একটা অসম্ভব সুন্দর রোদেলা দিন, কিন্তু বরফে ছেয়ে আছে সব দিক। ছাদে বরফ, গাড়ির ওপরে বরফ, বরফের উপর ওখানে বাচ্চারা খেলছে। গুঁড়ো গুঁড়ো বরফ ঝরছে। আজকে আমি বিনা অ্যাপয়েন্টমেন্টেই, ইচ্ছে ছিল বার্গহাইমের ফরেন অফিসে যাব, যেহেতু খুব অল্প সময় আমার হাতে রয়েছে, কিন্তু এই বরফ এবং বৃষ্টিপাতের জন্য আর যাওয়ার সাহস করলাম না। আমি বৃহস্পতিবারের টার্মিন পেয়েছি, বৃহস্পতিবার বেলায়। যদি কাল বৃহস্পতিবার আমাকে টার্মিনের ডেট দেয়, তাহলে পরে আমি যাব পরীক্ষার পরে। কালকে যেহেতু আমার পরীক্ষা রয়েছে, আর সামনের বৃহস্পতিবার দিলে নির্বিঘ্নে নির্দ্বিধায় চলে যাবো। সেটা বোধহয় 17 তারিখ পড়ছে। এদিকে 12 তারিখ আমার মেয়াদ শেষ হয়ে যাচ্ছে। আজকে সারাদিন জাস্ট ঘরে নিজেকে গুটিয়ে রেখে শুধু পড়বো যতদূর পারবো, মিডিয়া অ্যান্ড পলিটিক্স। কালকে গিয়ে পরীক্ষাটা কী নাও ঈশ্বরই জানেন, লরেন ডঙ্কারই বুঝবেন কী লিখব। মাথা পুরো আউলে আছে, এত সমস্যা চারদিকের। আজকে এই ভিডিওটার সাথে এমএলএর সাক্ষাৎকারের কিছুটা অংশ হয়তো আমি জুড়ে দেব। আজ 8ই মার্চ 2023। এর মধ্যে অনেক বড় বড় বাওয়াল নিয়ে আমি একরকম ঘরের কোণে পর্যুদস্ত অবস্থায়। যাই হোক, যা আছে কপালে দেখা যাবে।
I wanted to study English, after my high school, but I told myself, what am I going to do with the English language in Algeria? Okay, so either you go to teach, or you go to teach.
Teaching English is good.
Yeah, I have already an English teacher in the family. A sister. I have a sister who is a teacher of English. The other one is a French teacher.
Nice.
Yeah, and my mother was also a sociology teacher.
Sociology teacher. Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
I'm pronouncing it in French.
Sociology.
Sociology.
Logi. Okay.
Sociology.
English pronunciation and French pronunciation. Some words it's very similar. Some words it's like a little bit alienated.
I don't know. Maybe you can correct me, or it's just a
Paranoia.
Paranoia from me.
Okay.
When I start talking in class, I hear some people laughing. I feel that
it's a paranoia. When I talk in the class, they always laugh.
Yeah, I see. I say to myself,
You remember
are they
when
laughing at me? Yeah, I get paranoid.
If they laugh on you,
on
your pronunciation, they probably don't laugh on your pronunciation, but to get attention, sometimes I used stupid questions or you remember Professor Lucas was teaching about columns.
Yeah, columns.
Columns.
Yeah.
And
Same way in French we say les colonnes. Colonne.
column.
Colonne.
Okay.
The colonne. It's
When
written the same way.
yep,
Just an E at the end.
plus just a
E at the end.
Okay. So
It's a silent E, okay? It's written there.
Okay.
But colonie, you cannot say that. You say colonne.
column.
Colonne.
Okay.
Les colonnes
Okay. Like
in plural.
okay. When he was teaching about the column, and he told only useless people write columns. And then I told in the class, yeah, because I used to write one.
I used to write informations. I
Okay.
do interviews. I used to do interviews a lot with, because I was in the social cultural section.
Social cultural section.
Sometimes I write about social issues. Okay. Sometimes when I don't find anything, so I call some artists and do interviews with them to fill the
Fill the gap. Yes,
Fill the
fill the
gap.
place. Yes, so
Yes. And,
everyone started laughing when I told, yeah, I used to write one.
yeah.
So they let them have their laugh.
Yeah, of course. I was talking before that. I was talking to my sister. She is taking the French teacher. She was taking her kid to the kindergarten.
Kindergarten.
Garden.
Garden.
I got confused with the German word and the French.
French word.
No, and the German and the English word.
English word.
In French, we say la crèche.
La crèche.
La crèche.
Okay.
La crèche.
And kindergarten is a German word.
Yeah, the kinder. Yeah,
Kinder. And the garden.
Yeah, kindergarten. Kinder.
Actually, it is the method of child education was introduced by Maria Montessori.
Ah, Montessori. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, Maria Montessori.
She was also a French.
Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
So,
Maria
kindergarten.
Montessori.
Yeah, the Montessori method of training.
Yeah, we in Algeria we follow approach by competence.
Competence.
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
Piaget. It's a Piaget method.
Okay.
It's Piaget.
So,
We start school at 6.
okay.
We have we start at 5, and this is a preschool
Okay.
year.
Hmm.
They prepare you. It's between the kindergarten and the elementary school. So it's
Okay.
a preschool 1 year at 5, and then you will be in the first elementary year, and we go there to the 6th grade in the elementary, and then we go to what we call the middle school for 3 years, and then we go to high school for another 3 years.
Okay.
Then we graduate and go to the university.
Okay, it's a long
It's
path.
12. It's 12 years of schooling.
In Germany, they have.
If you add the
Okay.
yes, it's 13.
In Germany, it's 13,
Yeah.
but in India, it's 12.
Okay.
In India, usually there is no such thing as preschools. Preschools are a very modern things.
Ah, okay.
Okay, 5 to 10 years ago, there was not a boom of preschool education in India. I never been into any preschools.
No, I have
I was
school.
homeschooled. Then I started from standard 1. But my parents moved a lot in the city, in the same city, but they changed places a lot. So my schooling started in a place called Salt Lake. From there I moved to the South Kolkata. For the 30 years I have stayed there, and took the rest of my education up to the high school. In my high school years I lost my mother.
Wow.
Then I studied 2 more years in the high school. Then I did my graduation, and when I was graduating, I was also doing work for several media companies
Okay.
because I had to get the funding for my studies.
Yeah, you pay for the university.
Yes,
Yeah, for us it's free.
luckily you have
And they
free
give you what we call
stipend,
a small. It's not so big.
scholarship,
Yes,
or
it's a small. Yeah,
okay,
but it's not helping. You know,
it's not
it's
helping.
not helping. No, it's not helping because you have to make people strive to study
Yeah,
and to give more importance to their education. Okay, so they have to pay. This is my opinion. I'm not for the free schooling kind of
yep, me
thing.
too. But
At the university, I'm not talking in the other stages, but I'm talking about the university because by that you will keep always the best.
yep,
Okay.
I'm also in the support of meritocracy, but I have doubts about how they choose the best,
Yeah.
because not everyone is best in everything.
Yes.
Because uh, I had a keen interest in music, but my family didn't wanted me to be a musician.
Yeah,
But I
it's
studied
because
music.
it's
Yep.
hard.
It's hard. It's true.
Understandable.
Yep.
Because it's hard, and also it's risky. You don't know what's the future will bring you. Okay. I
Yep.
think this is why they
Yep.
they didn't allow you to study musician. In Algeria also, it's not so
But-
easy to be a musician.
Right now, they wanted to turn me into a engineer.
An
Okay,
engineer.
an engineer. In India, every kid has to take engineering as a subject. So I was enrolled. I got a chance through a competitive exam, and there are competitive exams for everything.
Okay, that's good also.
I had to sit for a competitive exam, and I got uh, a rank between the first 100. And I was enrolled in a government polytechnic college, Polytechnic University.
Polytechnic.
But there I faced tremendous ragging,
What does
and
it mean, ragging?
ragging is
Bullying?
bullying, yes. And I asked my parents for
Transfer.
no, for a hostel, because the journey was really troublesome. You have to,
Troublesome.
from my home
Way.
to the college, it's a not long but 2 hour bus ride.
No, it's too much.
But in India, 2 hour bus ride in a standing position like this
It's
in
not-
a
it's not
crowded
helpful.
bus,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you every day
Killing.
I reached there very late.
You cannot revise or do any other things.
And then in the university, I had to visit the. I have to do the classes, then the workshop, then the lab, and every night at 9 or 10 o'clock, I had to come back like also
Like
this.
that.
And after doing it for a month, my
couldn't-
health was deteriorating, and
Okay, couldn't carry on.
and then I asked my father for a PG or something like that, but my father denied it. So I dropped it. I dropped the engineering path, and I joined
The law.
English literature, law. I studied law after that, because when my father was gone, all the relatives tried to embezzle me. So that's when I started to study law. I wish I started studying law when I was doing graduation. But I found that if anyone can study law in any phase of life. And if you coming from a different path, like from literature, from history, from economics, any other path, you will get a different perspective of law. So I won't suggest anyone to do a 5-year law degree.
Yeah.
Law degrees are also like MBBS. It's
We
5-year
have to-
degree.
We have to then also 5 years.
Yep. So the study was actually
It's hard.
it's hard.
It's hard.
It's
You have
hard
to-
in
You
India.
have to learn by heart every law.
Almost,
Almost, yeah.
you must have to have the knowledge of a particular section. Like yesterday, one of my lawyer friend called me. She asked me about a section. It's related to fraud.
Fraud.
It's IPC 420. I still remember. I suggested her some passages.
Okay.
So still, my lawyer friends sometimes
Call you.
calls me. So they actually admire my courage. I got embezzled in the airport. I did a case
Yeah,
right away. So
right away, yeah. You have to.
you have to fight. You have to fight.
You have only yourself to rely on.
Yep. You have 5 times of namaz.
Yeah.
Maghrib is a time.
Yeah, when the sunset, at the
Okay.
sunset, at the sunset, and then we have when the moon rise. We have another, the last one, which is called Isha.
Isha.
Isha. When you
So
take
starts
your
with Fajr, the morning one.
Fajr, it's about 5 in the morning, 5 to 6. It depends on the because we
The
use
regions
the,
are different,
Use
yes.
the moon calendar.
Moon calendar, yes.
So it depends on the days and things. So sometimes it's at 3 o'clock. Sometimes it goes down to the
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock or even 6. For example, these days it's about 5:22.
Okay, how you determine it with different places like Germany? It probably
Yeah,
different.
there is that. Yeah, you have to check it on the phone. There is these calendars. Yeah, I say, for example, Fajr in Bonn, and I
Okay.
got the timing. Okay, there is these apps. You see,
Okay,
these apps it's developed. You can now, for example, now you have what we call the midday
midday.
prayer. It's Dhuhr.
Dahar. Okay.
Yeah, it's a Dhuhr.
Fajr,
Then Dhuhr.
Dahar,
Then Asr.
Asr,
It's around 4.
4 o'clock. Okay.
4 o'clock, and we have the Maghrib. It's at the sunset, and we have the
The
last one.
Isha.
It's about 9. It's about 8 to 9.
Okay.
Okay. When you have your supper,
Okay.
dinner, supper, yeah. There's the 5 prayers. You can do more if you want to, but this is the obligatory ones.
You have to do it. It's the must one.
Yeah,
You
the
have to do
must
it.
one.
Okay.
Yes, they are the must ones. Yeah. If you are good.
Luckily,
good
in my
Muslim.
religion, there is no fixated time
Yeah.
when to pray. If you want to pray, you can pray anytime.
No, okay. Yes, yeah. In a way, it's good, but when you get used to it, you don't feel that. Okay. It keeps
Generally-
you disciplined.
Generally in any Indian Hindu household, they pray 3 times compulsory. One is in the morning,
Yeah.
the second is in the midday,
Yeah. Okay.
and the last one is the night time before they go to
Go
sleep.
To sleep.
They put the altar closed.
Yeah. You have this small
Small enshrines.
enshrines in your house.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's like a small temple. You
Mhm.
you pray there,
And you put incense.
incense,
Okay.
small treat for the deities.
Yes.
They are also considered like spirits.
Yes, I know.
So the people offer fruits, fresh fruits, seasonal vegetables to them to show their thankfulness
Yeah.
to them.
The grace. Yeah. To give grace to
Yes,
these spirits that they believe in.
these are. This is the basic rule.
Yeah, in our religion, we are allowed to give offerings. Yeah, we don't
Offerings.
give offerings. You have God, so you pray only to God. And
Okay.
you don't do offerings. Yes, we have an offering just in Eid.
Yes,
We
Bakar Eid,
Yeah.
which you have to sacrifice one.
Yeah, yeah. Sheep.
One sheep. Sheep.
Yeah, each
Lamb.
household.
Yep.
Each household will do that. It's usually in the summer. It happens in the summer.
But I found
In reference to sacrifice of Ishmael.
yes, the Abraham's son. Yes. Actually, I'm very familiar with the stories and lores
I
and
know. I'm observing. I'm noticing that.
because actually my mother had a master's degree in Islamic history.
Wow. Yes.
So that is why from childhood,
She taught you a lot about it and explained it a lot to you. Okay. That's good. She is open to other religions. Yeah. Me too. I studied in a Christian.
Mm.
Yeah. I told you, right? I
Yep.
studied in a Christian school.
So on 12th you will board from there,
Yeah.
I guess.
When I arrive, I will.
Please inform me
Yeah.
and give my salam to your
Thank you. They are
parents.
giving. They are giving theirs too. You see, I have a bunch of sisters. Okay, you know how it goes when we
Okay.
speak. We share everything. Not
You
so,
must.
Yeah, not everything, but about our lives.
Yes, you
Well,
must have.
people we talk to, the
Yes.
people we share our lives with. Okay, so we always fill each other with our with
News.
news. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Okay, you are calling me at 2 o'clock.
Yes, it's around. Yeah, you have to be prepared at 2 o'clock. So
Okay.
I will call you. We meet outside.
Okay.
I have to pass by the lady first.
Okay, definitely.
So
I will have 1 or 2 words with her also.
just give me.
বরফ গলে গলে গেছে, গাছের পাতা থেকে টুপ 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 করে জল পড়ছে। আমি পাহাড়ি পাকদণ্ডি বেয়ে নেমে যাচ্ছি। আমাকে ফেরার সময় আবার এই ভয়ঙ্কর রাস্তা বেয়েই ওপরে উঠে আসতে হবে। কষ্টের কি আর শেষ আছে? যাই হোক, আমি জানি না এই সাক্ষাৎকারটা কার কীরকম লাগবে। আমরা কথা বলেছিলাম ধর্মতত্ত্ব নিয়ে, আমরা কথা বলেছিলাম শিক্ষা ব্যবস্থা নিয়ে, আমরা কথা বলেছিলাম আমাদের কেরিয়ার পাথ, আমাদের অ্যাংজাইটি, আমাদের প্যারানোইয়া, ভয় নিয়ে। গুটি গুটি পায়ে আমি নেমে চলেছি। তো আজকের ভিডিওটার মধ্যেই টাকটিন করা থাকবে এমএলএর সাক্ষাৎকারটা। তো ও একটা ভালো রকম প্রবলেমে ফেঁসেছে। প্রবলেমটাকে এক্সপ্লেন করা অত সহজ নয়। ও একটা খুব জরুরি ডকুমেন্ট হারিয়ে ফেলেছে এয়ারপোর্টে, যার কারণে ওর ফিরে আসা নিয়ে সংশয় হতে পারে। ও এম্বাসির সঙ্গে দেখা করছে, কথাবার্তা চালাচ্ছে। আমি জানি না ও কীভাবে ব্যাপারটাকে ম্যানেজ করবে। যাই হোক, এই বরফ ভর্তি মাঠের মধ্যে দিয়ে আমাকে সাবধানে নেমে যেতে হবে। আমি খুব বেশি দূরে যাব না, এখান থেকে একটু দূরে আইএম বেন্ডেল বলে একটা জায়গা আছে, সেখানে একটা ছোটো কনভিনিয়েন্ট স্টোর আছে। ওখান থেকে আমি একটু চাল নেব, চাল প্রায় বাড়ন্ত এবং টর্টিলা নেব একটা দুটো। আর এই ঠান্ডার সঙ্গে লড়াই করার মতো উপযুক্ত ফুয়েল নেব। উইদাউট ফুয়েল এখানে টেকাটা মুশকিল।